presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home of the
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact, he drove the most that we've ever seen since they started tracking the stat back in 2013. His blend of length, strength, and craftiness has been remarkable to watch. Guys?
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. DA, thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams is out there with Green. And it's Giddey in at the 2 spot. And for the Magic, we've got Suggs. Also Anthony out there. Wagner is out there with Robin Lopez. Well, Clark, you can't dance around it. These two teams badly need a win here. Not a great stretch for either side.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. Both have struggled recently, but somebody's going to get well tonight, and that very well could launch that team onto a nice positive run.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic. Lopez outside. Six to shoot. Back to Anthony. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Anthony. That's tipped. And they get it back. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. It's deflected. Here's Giddey. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. No good there. Good D by Lopez.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Now, here's Suggs. Williams with the block. Here's Giddey. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
And marking in out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
The first free throw is good. Greg, talk about a guy who plays with competitive fire. Suggs is a powerful leader, but by example.
Yeah, I mean, this guy plays with such great strength and energy, and he makes great decisions, really has an advanced understanding of the game for his age.
Good on both. Here's Giddey. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Passes it to Suggs. Now Lopez over to the wing. Now Wagner lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Suggs. He lobs it up.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Giddey. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Anthony taking his time here. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Covered by Anthony. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. On deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Anthony with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony against Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for 3. Anthony can't hit. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is Dan. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
And both free throws good for Anthony.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Anthony against Williams. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dort. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Hunter on the wing. Isaac outside. Excellent D there from Williams. Thunder have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Williams attacking.
Magic foul. Cole Anthony. His first team foul.
They're shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Shooting two. And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. That one misses. Orlando trailing here. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fultz, no good. Williams against Fultz. And here's Chang. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Anthony, no one around. Connects from three-point range.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Magic lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Lou Dort out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. And it's Jang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Dagnall, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. There's the pass to Isaac. Shoots over Dort. Cans the 12-footer. Now it's a 5-point Magic lead.
Boy, I tell you what, the mid-range game of Isaac continues to get better, showing great stride in being a threat from here.
Williams passes to Chang. Shoots over Bamba. Anthony against Williams. Anthony down low. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Magic leading by 7. Out left to the wing. Suggs with the ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Thunder trailing by 8. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. Now here's Williams. Guarded closer. Good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Now here's Suggs. Lopez outside. Here's Fultz. Lock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his third.
You know, the first overall pick of the 2017 draft, Markelle Fultz, really struggled with Philadelphia. He only played 33 games over his first 2 seasons in the city of brotherly love.
First one falls for him. And talking about Fultz, that February 2019 trade sending him Clark to Orlando seemed to give Markelle new life.
I agree with you, Kevin. It was good to see him get a fresh start. He actually played in 72 of 73 games that season for the Magic and averaged 12 points and 5 assists. Best of all, he looked like he was enjoying basketball, and that was a great sight to see.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Williams. Drops in the layup for 2. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt?
Anthony's checked in for the Magic.
Coming onto the floor for your Magic.
Pass to Suggs.
Anthony.
It's over George, and that one's good. Suggs has got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Anthony against Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony up on top. 7 points in the game. The 3. Clock is at 3. That shot missing. Under trailing by 6. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Passes it to Suggs. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So the shot's good from Gilgeous Alexander.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. He's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Out to Anthony. Pass to Suggs. Fires for three. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Suggs has got 8 points.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Lopez covering. Lopez with the steal. Pushing it up. And Wagner has it in the corner. Anthony on the wing. The pass to Suggs. Pass to Anthony. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And they had their fingerprints all over that second quarter, coming back from a deficit and building a 7-point lead. Shaq, what'd you think about the Magic?
You know what? They had a pretty good balance out there. Good work on offense, nice effort defensively. It'll be interesting to see how the second half plays out, though.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
They really got to turn the intensity up in the second half. You look at their free throw differential between the teams, it's a big gap. They need to be more physical and start earning more fouls.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Cole Anthony.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. They've got Wagner. Suggs out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Good on the shot. Magic leading by 5.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Passes it to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
They get it back. No good with the layup. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Anthony on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Takes it to Williams. Over Suggs. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Williams. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. Lopez outside. Pass to Wagner. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Magic leading by 7. And there's the pass to Suggs. Down low, here's Lopez. That one doesn't drop. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your 407.
Fultz, he's checked in for some.
All right, fans, that was your 407.
Here's Anthony. He's got 10.
Noise, fans.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. The shot's good. Anthony's got 12 in the game. Under trailing by 7. It's stolen by Anthony. And now Orlando on the break. And Wagner has it in the corner. He kicks it to Fultz. Shot clock at 5.
Thunder foul.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now Fultz. Clock at 4. Shot from 16. It's good. He has 6.
Boy, it's so good to see how under control Fultz is. I mean, even when the defense is trying to rattle him, shake him up, distract him, it doesn't bother that sweet jumper.
Back to Jang. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first team foul.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
And free throw, good from Jang. Orlando making some changes. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Wagner. And it's Suggs in for Fultz. And Jang drops them both. Magic leading by 7.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Anthony. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Carter takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Carter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic. 1:33 left in the third. Dort with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. .27 left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Most NBA players are stars, Greg, once they start college basketball. But that was not the case with Rui Hachimura.
And coming over from Japan, there was an adjustment period for Rui, averaging just 2 points per game as a freshman. But he really grew his game in college. As a junior, Hachimura was a conference player of the year, turning himself into a top 10 pick in the 2019 draft.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander, 11 points in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Anthony. Anthony on the wing, just 4 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And this young man, a rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
The Thunder have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. 5 seconds left to play here in the third. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Magic leading by 7. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Jermichael Green is out there with Williams. Shot from 12. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Anthony. Carter's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic. Bamba against Gilgeous-Alexander. And a missed layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Anthony against Williams. Excellent D there from Williams. Thunder trailing by 9. Covered by Anthony. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Putting his height to great use there, feeling out the situation and then hitting from mid-range.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Orlando's coach talk to his team. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. He needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Unloads from 13. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Anthony on the wing. Lopez kicks to Anthony. The Magic again can't hit. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City moving it around, and Green slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic, leading by 5. Lopez outside. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good that time. Anthony with the defensive effort. Guarded by Green. Outside Anthony. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Giddey gets it to go. Now just a 3-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. It's intercepted. Here's Giddey. Green breaking loose. Here's Wagner. Guarded by Green. Good on the 13-footer. And the Magic lead by 5.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Lopez covering. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Passes to Suggs. It's stolen. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the game. Lopez covering. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. He gets it in there. Now just a 1-point Orlando lead.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
And that one's good. So,
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Anthony against Gilgeous-Alexander. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And what a huge injection of energy they got here in crunch time. Suddenly, they're an offensive juggernaut.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lopez covering. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 3. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
The kick out to Williams. Anthony against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
Suggs with the ball. Let's go. Money! Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nails the tray.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans.
The 3 from Anthony. Bullseye! And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.